back. I'm Mikaela.
And I'm Brittney, and today we're going to talk about brands that never tempt us.
That's right. Makeup brands that whenever they release something new, we're just like, meh.
Yeah.
Or we completely forget about them. Like,
yeah, that's
when
definitely
you go in the store looking at stuff and you just walk right past it. You don't even stop and look at anything.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start off with a drugstore brand.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about CoverGirl. And I don't know what it is about CoverGirl, but every time I'm at a drugstore or my grocery store, I just walk right by it.
Yeah.
I don't even stop and look at it. Although I did notice out of the corner of my eye, the last time I was at Walmart, that they've switched up some of their packaging.
Yeah,
They've got this like black and white, well mostly white with black like details and stuff going on. So that kind of caught my attention. So who knows? Maybe I'll end up trying something.
Maybe they're going to up their game.
Maybe.
But yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I've tried like some lipsticks from CoverGirl. They're pretty good. Like similar to like Maybelline lipsticks.
See, and I like Maybelline ones way better.
Yeah.
Personal preference, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're similar. I mean, they're pretty good, but yeah, I would say Maybelline's are probably a little better. But
yeah.
I mean, maybe aside from like one or two things that might interest us, pretty much from any of these brands we're going to talk about, I mean, it's just
as a whole, we're just kind of bored.
Yeah. And I think with CoverGirl, one thing about them that, like, maybe it is true that they're going to switch stuff up. You notice that in the packaging. But I feel like they have a lot of the same old stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, stuff they've had for
years. Like, their bottles of foundation.
Yeah.
In that, like, kind of triangle shape.
Yeah.
It literally looks the same as what our mom used 20 years ago when we were kids.
Still uses it.
Yeah. Like, it just looks the same. And I don't know, like, maybe that's just weird that I'm like, that just looks old. But
I feel like a lot of it, they've literally had it forever, never really kind of, like, come out with a new one.
Yeah.
Or this.
Maybe they just need to, like, repackage it and re-promote it and get our attention again. Maybe.
I mean, the new CoverGirl Healthy Elixir foundation, I kind of want to try that. I've heard some pretty good reviews about it.
I've heard good things about it.
Other than that, there's not much to it.
No. I haven't heard good things about eyeshadows, really.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, I just feel like they haven't come out with
something
anything
new.
Yeah.
Next up is Benefit. With Benefit Cosmetics, anytime they launch something, we're not like that excited about it.
They either come out with like a new boxed blush, but it's still in their same little bulky box packaging that I find completely annoying, or it's something really gimmicky, like those weird eyeshadows with the sponge. Like, it was like two strips with the sponge, and you like swiped it on there and swiped it on your eye. It looked so stupid.
I mean, not to say
and it was like $20.
Yeah. Not to say they don't have some good products, because they do. Like, the Professional's pretty good, and, you know, they do have good brow products. But for the most part, like, I mean, the Hoola bronzer's good. But, again, like, the box,
color was so orange.
Well, they have that Hoola Light now, I think.
Oh, yeah. See?
Good.
But see, it's in that stupid box that, I don't like it.
Yeah. I think, for the most part, like, they have, like, brow stuff, bronzers, blushes, and some mascaras. But, like, they don't have that big of a range of types of makeup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think, like, they need to come out with, like, eyeshadow palettes or lipsticks that aren't the weird teardrop shape that have two colors in one thing. Did you see those?
I don't know if I saw those.
I don't know. They were like a teardrop shape, and the top was like a darker color, and then the bottom part was a lighter color, so it would like line your lips at the same time.
Huh.
I feel like all their stuff has some sort of weird gimmick with it.
Yeah.
And it's just...
I mean, they do have some, like, color correcting stuff that I've heard is good, but...
Oh, yeah. I do want to try their
I think they do need to, like, branch out and come out, like you said, eyeshadows or lipstick. Something that's going to be more intriguing for people. But, because, I mean, I guess, too,
and
at
with
the same
packaging
time, like,
that doesn't look like it's geared towards a 15-year-old, I feel like half their stuff...
Well, I mean, Too Faced is kind of like that.
I guess so, too. Yeah.
I mean, it's more so that, like, nothing they're really putting out is like really exciting.
No.
You know, it's just kind of meh.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. Next up is Bare Minerals.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with Bare Minerals, like when I think of them, I think about 10, 15 years ago, all the loose powder, everything.
Yeah.
I don't think about anything new that they have, which I know that they have new things because when I've walked past them, I've seen they don't only have loose powder stuff, they have other things. But I don't know. It just all looks kind of boring, and so I just walk right past it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe that's too. Maybe we need to branch out more, but I'm the same.
Maybe we're just not their target audience, you know? Maybe they're geared towards a more mature audience. I mean, I'm almost 31, so I'm probably considered the more mature audience, but I don't know.
But I agree. I mean, nothing really has ever like caught my attention by them, so it's kind of like, eh. I'd say our next thing is like luxury brands. So you know, you've got your drugstore brands, then you've got your like high-end brands like Too Faced, Urban Decay, Tarte, Benefit, stuff like that. NARS. But then you have your luxury brands.
Yeah, like
so Tom Ford, Lancome, Clinique, YSL. I mean, maybe Clinique's not technically,
Marc
but
Jacobs.
It's kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
But
Marc
just like
Jacobs, stuff like that.
Yeah, but those ones that are luxury brands, none of that really tempts us. Other than they have beautiful packaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't bring myself to spend that kind of money on stuff. Because in the back of my mind, I just remember, it's just makeup.
Yeah.
And if I know...
And a lot of the time when people review that stuff, it's kind of, like, not that good.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not that good.
The only one that does somewhat tempt me is, like, Marc Jacobs.
Yeah.
Because I've heard good things about their foundations, that really pretty bronzer, their eyeliners.
Those little are they 7-pan eyeshadow palettes?
Yeah,
I've heard good things about those.
So that's really the only one that does kind of tempt us, but the majority of them, I mean, they're beautiful packaging and
but like,
they look nice. But
$30, $40, $50 for a lipstick or for a bronzer.
Product.
I can't bring myself to spend the money on it.
Even sometimes with just like regular high-end brands, especially people who don't have a lot of money to go and spend. I mean, when we buy something like an eyeshadow palette or something from a high-end brand, it's like, look at this great thing I bought. Now I am not going to buy anything for a while.
Yeah.
You know? So...
Exactly.
I mean, but some people have a lot more money to spend on makeup. Which, I mean, I wish I did, but also, they're just kind of okay product with beautiful packaging.
Yeah, and in the end,
you can you can put lipstick on a pig.
Yeah.
It's still a pig, even though pigs are adorable.
This girl loves pigs.
I do.
All right, last up is Urban Decay. And this might come as a shocker because I feel like Urban Decay just has so many cult classic products. Like all their naked palettes, their eyeshadow primer, their all-nighter setting spray. I mean, they have great quality lipsticks and eyeliners. But I feel like everything that they've come out with in the last couple years,
I don't think it's done that well.
No. I mean, aside from the Naked Heat, but even that, at first I was like, ooh, it's so pretty, I want it. And then I started watching reviews, and every single person's eyeshadow looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
Red. And I mean, it's Naked Heat, it's going to be really warm tone. You open it up, you look at it, half the shades are red toned. But
yeah, oranges.
Yeah, orangey red tones. But, you know, then they had like that, I forget what it was called, but it was an eyeshadow palette that had like 15 shades. In the top row, they were all like duochrome toppers.
I don't know.
And then the bottom 2 rows were like other shades. And it was cool, but again,
I just
not
feel
that
like
intriguing.
Their launches lately haven't been like, it's just not anything that's interesting for us. Like, I will say one thing about Urban Decay is they've always kind of been a little edgier.
Yeah.
And so like they'll come out with, I mean, they have their classics like the Naked palettes, which are more classic tones, but they do come out with like those bright color shadow palettes and like maybe like the glittery ones and so I mean they do have good stuff, but those things just don't really tempt us.
Not so much.
I mean, there's some where I'm like intrigued a little bit. I'm like, oh, but not anything that I'm like, oh, I have to have that. I have to go spend my money on that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean we don't think. I mean, I have some of their products, like their eyeshadow primer. I love.
Yeah.
I
love the Perversion.
The eyeliner.
Yeah, the Perversion
so
black
good.
eyeliner. You know, the Naked palettes are good quality.
They're all right.
But
there's better.
Yeah, there are better out there. The ColourPop ones are, in my opinion, a lot better, and they're $16.
Yeah. So, I mean, we like some of their stuff, but lately, just nothing is tempting us.
Yeah, not really. Like, I mean, I know people love their Naked, like, skin line for, like, foundation and concealer. And you tried the concealer, and it was really good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And people love the all-nighter. Is that
the all-nighter setting spray.
What's that foundation called that they have?
Oh, all-nighter.
It's also all-nighter.
I mean, that's a really full coverage foundation.
But I'm just not tempted by those because I love my drugstore foundations.
Yeah.
For $5 to $10, I've been able to find really good quality.
Yeah.
And so I'm just, sorry, Urban Decay, you do have some excellent products, but I'm just not tempted.
I'm the same. She's kind of,
I feel like we've done that like 50 times in this video, but it's true. I'm sure that all of these brands have really good quality things, but for one reason or another,
I thought of another one. Smashbox.
Yeah.
Smashbox is just not something that ever really tempts me. Hardly.
They have excellent primers.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about the primers, but there's just never been anything that I'm like, I need that.
Yeah.
And I had an eyeshadow palette by then that I liked okay, but again, I have other ones that I like a lot more.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, well, those are 5 brands and a category of makeup brands that just, they don't tempt us.
Yeah.
There's something about them that...
At least not recently, anyway.
Just make us walk right past them.
Yep.
So,
or scroll right past.
Or scroll right past them. You know, that thumb gets a workout on Instagram.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments down below if there's any brands that you're just like, yeah, I get it. I'm just not tempted. And give us a thumbs up.
Yes. And subscribe.
Yeah, and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.